Morning, Liz. Oh no, I'm not making no Christmas card. Trying a new technique at the moment. Hey, Redica Kane. Well, hi, Mark. It's pretty early, man. How is everybody? Been a while since we've talked. Struggling to hear me? Maybe I'll put the desktop audio down a bit. Was it only the weekend? Dude, it feels like a million years away already. Spec Ops? What are we working on this morning? Spec Ops from YouTube. We're working on a illustration. And in fact, that's what this is about. It's about different biomes. I'm gonna do a 3P illustration. Trying a new sort of technique that I don't really do all too often. Just getting in the colors and values. Usually I'm a lot more messy, but I figured what if I got a really clean start and then I add messy to it? How is that going to affect my overall painting and feel? It was a lot. That 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 playtest, it's like I haven't not gone that hard on a game in a very long time, and I'm sure everybody saw just how inexperienced I was at the game, at that type of game. I had some nice like in and outs, you know, or like where I was like, oh, I know about this, you know, and so I was able to flex a little bit of my insider knowledge, that sort of thing. But for the most part, I would say, you know, I'm pretty inexperienced like you guys, right? Yeah, dude, it was a lot. Alright, okay. When I say inexperienced like you guys, I mostly mean like in terms of having not played the game as much. I've been working on the game on the art side, but playing the game, it's different. I think I actually want to go the other way. I think I want... Oops. Looks like a forest already? Oh, sort of. Yeah, dude, my body is broken. Even still, I'm just recovering for it. But I think I'm also recovering from, like, the month of, like, insane amount of work that I put in, you know, before as well. So I'm just like... haven't had that much fun since OG EQ days back in 99, early 2000s. I'm very excited for this game. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you, Anthony. When is the next one? No idea. I wouldn't know. All right. It's time for me. I'm gonna quickly keep all this in a folder, and going to, just so I don't lose myself, I'm gonna paint in oh, that's what brush size wasn't set to that. All right, I'm gonna paint in now instead, like I usually do. And maybe we'll use some of the other like a gray sky feels like would be nice. Something like this. Yeah, the playtest felt pretty good. Let's see. Maybe we can hit some pretty large tree looking. What kind of greens do we want? We want some really good saturated stuff here and there. I'm sure we'll get some red in there as well. Yeah, I was sort of thinking, okay, what if we do like a really large, really large like tree sort of thing? But there's this other idea that we could do where we're pulled further back and we can see most of the forest and maybe a bit of sky. What it might be good though is if we took this, we extended it out like so. So the forest could seem a lot larger. We do something like this, where trees kind of go in like that, and so it looks like a really big wall. And then we'll see just little bits of the sky casting in through. We don't want it to be too green. We want that evergreen sort of feel, the greens. So we'll add in touches of deep blue to balance things out. Just a bit, not too much. We could do something like this, maybe, where you look into the forest and it's just towering, and then we will, to really give it scale, let me read some of this. Well, I was glad to have PTO from the last Friday, or time off. Yeah. So I could sleep as much as needed, though to be honest, I've not been sleeping as much as I normally would have because I enjoyed it so much. I hope the whole new world's, or niche world's cult feels accomplished because that playtest was great. What was your go-to class during the test? I think we already know your preferred race. I played mostly my shaman. I mostly played as liar. that entire test. Even after stream, and the next day, I got like a good session in with a couple of the team members. Well, actually, one undercover team member, which was super funny. I was like, wait, hold on, what? There's a undercover team member in my group. I kind of think that the current heal that class has, is it the heal over time, should be more mana efficient, or our lesser heal should be less mana efficient. Because right now it's 30 for 30, right? And so what I'm guessing is that we'll have to make it a little bit more mana efficient so it's more worth using in comparison to your lesser heal. The only benefit right now is that you get to heal like a slight bit sooner, right? You want to keep people topped up. And even then you kind of edge case the, you're like, if you heal too soon and it doesn't do enough damage, then you're overhealing and you're wasting heals. So it's like it's a hard balance. But I like Shaman. I like Shaman a lot. I played the Rogue quest as well off stream before I was on my other character. So I put a lot of hours into that test. It was great. Overall, it was great. Last stress test I tried out the Spellblade and was surprised how versatile that class was. Super fun to play. Oh, dude, I played a little bit of the Spellblade as well. I agree. One thing that I do kind of really do appreciate and like about our class restrictions is that, like, it's true, I like goblins, but that I don't want every class to be playable as goblin, because some just don't fit. But then also it gives me sort of just like an opportunity to play, because like they can't be mages, right? And so as much as I would like a goblin mage, well, we got a deep gnome. I'm gonna have a deep gnome mage for sure. I'm gonna have a deep gnome mage, right? So it kind of gives like you another sort of opportunity. And if you really want it, you can. There's probably gonna be like a class quest for it or whatever, but like, I want to play a deep gnome wizard. I mean, right? Gives you an opportunity to play other races that you wouldn't otherwise be like inclined to. It kind of just hit me, like saying it out loud just now, as like a really useful thing. Humans, well, we have multiple cultures for our humans, so it makes sense. And it makes sense since that they're all like that they're really versatile. OnlyFans is you're gonna play an ogre monk. Did you play a gnome? OnlyFans? Not living up to the name. Will I have any visual difference? That I don't know. I think right now what we might do is allow players to, like, I don't think we'll lock like facial stuff for players. I don't know. This will be something that we'll have to talk about once we actually bring it in. But something that I like the idea of is that maybe we'll stick to certain types of faces or whatever, or certain cultures, like for NPCs, and we'll just let players do whatever. I don't know. It'll have to be a conversation with the team and everything, but that's my intuition. I don't think all keep races will be aligned. I think there will be some alliances there, but I don't think they'll be aligned that much. This is my guess. Yeah, skin tones as well, yeah. Anthony said from YouTube, dude, the size variation you guys have is awesome. It's so funny that a gnome is as big, if not smaller, than an ogre's foot. I did have an issue with getting stuck in plenty of doorways on my ogre SK. Yeah, we're very aware of that, and I personally apologize. Obviously not supposed to happen. It's intended in some cases, but it's not supposed to happen in others. So for the most part, anytime someone got stuck on a doorway as an ogre, this last test, that was not intended. we want the duck function, and I think that's just gonna add so much. If we lower the aggro radius on duck as well, it's gonna be so fucking cool. You're gonna be ducking around corners and stuff. Even if it's subtle, right? If it's enough for you to reach around and look around a corner or whatever, so it's not just used for doors. I'm gonna have to talk to team about that though, because I don't want to promise anything that, you know. John's also, I think he's gonna crack down on me saying things. Oh, I haven't said much. That's crazy, to be honest. I've been on what's that word? I've been on message, so. It's not like because you're not a rogue you can't sneak at all. You know? Maybe a rogue's is like even more intense if you just sneak. But they also have, you know, they also have invisibility, so it's like that's cool. By the way, I love paintings like this, just so you know. I've done multiple paintings like this. Let me show you guys some. This one is a little bit like heavier, I would say. On the giant perspective. Or like how much I'm actually doing here. I think I'll eventually want to even have it wrap around like this. So it's not just going backwards, it's reaching out a little bit more, something like that. Call this the VP illustrations. The 15? 16? Sure. Let me get this was one of my favorites. I did this a long time ago. I still like it today. Very loose. And then same thing with this. Same type of tree. You know, but so this one is at a much larger scale. I like the mage light kind of hanging out here. and they're just sort of doing like some investigation on what caused this bloody mess being dragged into the forest. Maybe he was the bloody mess. This little goblin got fucked up. 1 second, we're gonna move over to this. Could be some aspects of the Final Fantasy XIV aggro, where there was, or sight and sound aggro, depending on mob. Was it 14, or am I reading that wrong? Is that 11? The first MMO? Final Fantasy? Because I just... Dude, sight and sound. Sight and sound aggro? That's intense. Sorry for the giant fucking screech. That is my chair. Okay, let's bring that up a bit. Red, super red. Probably even bring that up even closer. Yeah. And this can chill out a bit, but keep its intensity. What you want generally with your colors is a more saturated mid-tone. Which made me think just now that we should do that in our LERP system. I think that will add a lot. I think that will add a ton. If we actually go ahead, if I do it. Maybe we have some. Maybe we have some rocks. Just at the shoreline. Oh, that's cool as hell. Oh man. My fatigue is insane recently. I work on something for a very small amount of time and I'm trained. Well, since the 20, pretty much since the test ended. So I'm still recovering. Still recovering from that. It will go away eventually. You know, but still there. So I feel like I'll be a little bit less, you know, as good as I was before, you know. See, every single time Tasty comes in and he agrees. What's with that? I think he's just doing that now since I pointed it out that one time. Thanks for the amazing weekend test. It was awesome, says Ronnie Anderson. Hey man, no problem. Thanks for joining. I just realized the Monotonist. Doi, dude, what's up? Shout out to the Monotonist on Twitch. Go check out his channel. 1 second, let me see if I can. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this guy's awesome. He's hanging out in chat. Or I was hanging out in chat while he played a bit. Super chill. Also followed one of his buddies. Oh, if I could remember her name. She also streams on Twitch. She played as the What is it? Wisp? No. Moth. Dumb moths. That's it. Yeah, because she was a little goblin that was like fully goblin mode, helping you out, and it was fucking awesome. Yeah, I quite enjoyed watching that duo. She was like, goblin help. It just totally super rad seeing people take in that sort of role in a role playing game. It was great to see. There's one ogre named Mom or Mother. That was so funny. Same with the ogre female named Mother. No artistic nudity, from what I saw. So that means I'm not going to be able to draw any anatomy in. I gotta watch out with my naked goblins too. Naked gobbies. Every once in a while I have a naked gobby in my stream, so especially like the comics that I did a long time ago, they all had just fucking nudist little goblins. Oh, they said yes to artistic nudity? Oh, so maybe I got it wrong. I just remember, I didn't look into it, but someone was saying to watch out for that, and I just sort of took it as, oh, okay, I guess I don't get to do that anymore. What's happening on the art genre right now? If you look at the art category on Twitch, at least half of it is straight up porn art. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, well then I'm fine. Even, but here's where I don't like that. Is my goblins, anytime I draw anything to do with like a body part like that, like if I draw a peen, none of it is sexualized. Nothing about it is sexual. So I kind of like how there's like a hilarious back and forth with Twitch. Like it's like a small battle of like people trying to like break the rules, and then like Twitch being like, yes but no. Wait, hold on, are you guys serious right now? You guys, what is going on with the art? What is going on channel? Jesus. 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 What the fuck? Okay, can everybody chill the hell out? I literally flinched. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Okay, this is way too much. This is gonna be reverted in like a day. This is straight up going on like fucking Asmongold channel, and they're gonna have to blur it out for YouTube. And he's gonna be like, well? And he's gonna be like, hey guys, I mean, the viewership's there. And he's gonna say something like that. This is way too much. Okay, so yeah, that is 100% gonna get, it's gonna get gone. This is way too much. This is yeah. This is gonna get gone. Yeah, well, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that this is staying. I did not expect that. I expected the opposite. Jesus. I don't think it would be that much of a problem if look, there's this other site that's for streaming, that's like for artists to like do nude stuff like that. I forget what it's called. Fucking, it's like another art something. God, I forget what it's actually called. But there you go to expect that, right? Picardo, yeah, that's it. No, not ArtStation. ArtStation's a little bit better. You barely see any of that stuff on ArtStation. Actually, yeah, Picardo is the one. And you go there and you know what to expect, right? But Twitch is like, do you know how many fucking kids like watch like Fortnite and Roblox on Twitch? And then they're like, I like art. And then they go over here and they just see fucking, that's not cool. That's just not cool. Dude, I went just scrolling through that thing. There's like giant furry like wolf dong. Jesus. It was more wild the first couple of hours. Well, I guess this is one of those back and forth things where they're gonna try and push the fucking the most that they can out of it. They're like, all right, time to really test the limits. Where's the line, Twitch? And Twitch has to go, oh shit, and now they have to draw a new line. It's okay, we fucked up. Anyway. Anyway. I just realized how much fucking work this is gonna be. Like, I just realized right now how much work this forest is going to be if I continue the way that I am going right now. Is this a particular reason of ether? Region of ether? Yeah, I think so. Might be the forest wall that you meet before you enter into the night, or sorry, listening to the Night Elves from World of Warcraft, and before you enter the Wood Elven territory, I think. Turns out we're biologically programmed. A little bit. Pat, that WoW Machinima is how I found that song. Pretty sure I found that song listening to Jonathan Colton. You guys remember Code Monkey or RE Your Brains? Watch the shit out of those videos. It was so cool, like finding out that actually, hey, cool, wrote the song for Portal, songs for Portal, just amazing, amazing songs. How cool is that? He's like finding good success and everything, staying extremely culturally relevant. Well, at least having some of that. Was it song a week was his thing? Thing a week. Yeah. Yeah, it was thing a week. Now I'm messing up the names. Is it? Hey Tom, it's Bob from the office down the hall. Good to see you, buddy. How have you been? Things have been okay for me, except that I'm a zombie now. Really wish you'd let us in. Fucking sick. Andrei Cernov? Who's that? No idea. It's an artist? Let's take a look. Andrei Cernov. I'm gonna judge you extremely harsh if it sucks. Jasant? Oh, this looks great. Wow, does that look good? Okay. Look at this. This is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Great palettes. Oh, the architecture on this, fantastic. I love it. Keeping their boats low, 'cause my guess is that the tide comes really high, and that's why you get... Oh, they have bioluminescence in the insides. Don't like that. I don't like this at all, this cutout thing. If it wasn't on white, I'd like it a lot more. If it was on gray, I'd like it a lot more. Yeah, these are great. Now, oh, that's cool. The amount that the game, what does Jasant actually look like? Did Jasant game? Did it actually hit it? 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Hey, they came close. Art direction is pretty close to the actual, except for the little bungee cord that was sticking out of his butt. Yep, there it is. Nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It's hard. It's really difficult to hit a certain art style with 3D. This is fantastic. This is top tier. I don't want to see any of that, or much of that, creep into Eminem. But I will say, for what it is, fantastic. What it is being like a, very stylized game. Certain things that we just can't do that they're doing. Like those boats, Those boat concepts, fantastic. Do I want? Yeah, you earned a point for taste, tasty. You earned a point for taste. Congratulations. Okay, so here's a question. Let me just... What if we just did this? What scale is right? Know what I mean? So this is pretty cool, but this also hits that vibe. I think it hits a bit, like a bit closer actually. Is that better? That's better. That's definitely better. What do you guys think? Sorry for the squeaky chair again. What do you guys think? It's not much. I think I like this one more than this. This one shows like it's like more of the intensity of like this force. You get this force line that's like, you know? Versus this one, it's just like, it's just sort of bigger. This is what you would expect from like Okay, how about now? With some more variation in the tree size. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I think this is the way to go right here. I'm gonna merge this down. I like it enough. Having a bigger tree is right because we want these large fucking trees. But then having some smaller trees sort of like in to create a little bit more variation. It's nice. Okay, how long have I been working on this? An hour and 15. Alright. I'm gonna take a small break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a small break and figure out what I want to do next. Like, what if I wanted to do this? But we still do have this massive tree thing, right? But what if it was like this? And then we do something like this. We'll do a It'll be like a... I'm sure we could get like some gray or something that feels right. Some dirt or some coming along here. Of course, I'm doing all this right now with a mouse just because I'm being lazy. But you know. Maybe it's not a good idea to have a path so defined. Either which way. So highlights, I want to increase midtones and increase midtones here as well. So the two options, I guess, could also do the same thing with this. Oh, hold on. Pretty much excluding this. This part would go like that. We bring this in like that. So, and then we'd take this and we'd bring it down. So it's still the same amount, a similar amount, but we get more trees. So we'd have this this for this. This is like a more of a middle ground. I don't like this one anymore. I'm getting rid of it, so it's just between these two. I do like that bank there, though. So what if I... I can get rid of this now. I can get rid of this original group now, so it's just these three. So this, or this. Or we could do it this. This feels really strong. I like the bank a lot, and it gives more room up here where there's like a lead into it. This feels too tall. Alright, so it's this or this. I think I'm going to do this one. And screenshot it. Save it. Think before I do anything more. Yeah, no, it wasn't defined without that bank. Yeah, and of course I would make sure to make this look all watery and right and everything. But yeah. Anyone else having problems logging into the Unity Hub or Asset Store? Hilarious, morning, looking great, good. I have no problem logging into the Unity Hub. I haven't checked the Asset Store, but no problem on that front. Alright, it is 5 a.m. for me. Like I said before, my fatigue levels are really high, and I have a lot more work to do later in the day that is not Monsters and Memories related. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna take a breather. And I'll catch you all guys later. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry that this is such a short stream. I'll probably be getting into it. No, it wasn't. Hilarious. No, it wasn't you. It was 3PO. Just kidding. Yeah, I'll get more into the groove again, where I get to streaming again, but most of that might happen come next year, because I have a lot of new commission work that I just need to get through, as well as a lot of new or a lot of Monsters and Memories, as well as I need to reprioritize Witherhome And I need to do all this while having a semblance of personal life and also getting my bearings back, because my brain is fried like way too quick. So I need to take breaks often, get work done, take breaks often. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope you all have a great day. I cannot wait for the next year of Monsters and Memories, and I just sincerely hope that you all had fun at the playtest. I know I did. Alright. Catch y'all later. Oh, and it might be a good idea to check the servers